Our world is full of beauty, but beneath the surface lies is a reality that defies human explanation. From the darkest unexplored depth of our ocean to the most haunting mysterious hidden in plain sight, Earth holds secrets that science is still trying to unlock. In today's documentary, we're diving deep into one of the most unbelievable places on our planet, a journey that will challenge everything you think. So sit back, clear your mind, and let's uncover the truth together.
At the ground level of the South American rainforest, the horizon is defined by an unbroken ceiling of green. Here, the environment is a dense maze of hanging vines and constant humidity. But rising through this canopy is a sheer vertical wall of quartz sandstone that reaches nearly 10,000 feet into the sky, eventually piercing through the cloud layer. This is Mount Roraima. Located at the triple border of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, its sheer stone perimeter creates a physical barrier that has kept the summit geographically isolated for millions of years. The surface of this plateau is a landscape of black stone sculptures and crystal-lined rivers that flow directly across the dark rock. Indigenous legends long described this mountain as the stump of a cosmic tree, a sacred place once believed to have held all the world's fruits. We are ascending these walls to examine the tectonic forces that lifted this terrain and the prehistoric life that has survived within its misty borders. The rock forming the summit is approximately 2 billion years old, making it a surviving remnant of a landscape that existed before the continents drifted apart. Over hundreds of millions of years, tectonic shifts fractured the Earth. Tropical rains and wind eroded the softer layers of the surrounding terrain, carrying the sediment away into the Atlantic. Only these pillars of solid quartz sandstone survived. These formations, known as tapuis, stand as vertical fortresses where waterfalls plunge thousands of feet down cliffs. The extreme height of these vertical drops physically severed the summit from the jungle ecosystems below. This physical severance created a geological vacuum, effectively turning the plateau into an evolutionary time capsule. The summit of Roraima is a complex labyrinth of eroded black sandstone valleys and jagged rock formations sculpted by the elements. Constant, heavy rainfall has scoured the surface for millennia, washing away all topsoil and leaving behind bare, rain-soaked rock. This lack of soil exposes the mountain's core materials. Large fields of raw quartz crystals sit directly on the surface, glistening against the dark stone. Transparent rivers flow over these crystal beds, cutting through the stone maze until they reach the absolute edge of the plateau. The water then transforms into massive waterfalls that dive off the stone precipice and disappear into the permanent cloud layer below. Because this terrain is nutrient-starved and composed of bare rock, standard biological life cannot survive here without extreme adaptation. Nature responded to this isolation by developing highly specialized flora and fauna that exist nowhere else on the planet. These cluster of carnivorous pitcher plants have adapted to the nutrient-poor rock. They grow bright red bells designed to trap insects, using a liquid to digest prey and extract the nitrogen the ground lacks. The plateau is also home to the pebble toad, a jet-black amphibian so small it can rest easily on a human fingertip. This toad cannot hop. Instead, when threatened, it pulls its limbs tight against its body and rolls down the wet stone slopes like a pebble to escape. These specialized survival mechanics are the direct result of an environment where life has been trapped for millions of years. Because of its immense scale, Mount Roraima drives its own localized weather system. As shown in this diagram, hot, moist air from the Amazon basin strikes the cold, vertical walls of the mountain. This causes the moisture to instantly condense. This rapid condensation creates a thick, permanent tide of white fog that flows across the landscape like moving water. Navigating the summit is a surreal experience, where the jagged black rocks periodically vanish and reappear within the shifting mist. This perpetual mist serves as an atmospheric seal, perfecting the total isolation of the ecosystem. Mount Roraima stands as evidence that Earth still contains remote worlds that operate by their own ancient rules of biology and geology. It remains a monument to the power of isolation, showing how nature can build a sanctuary above the clouds through millions of years of erosion. Which aspect of this floating fortress is most compelling? The rivers that flow over beds of pure crystals, or the creatures that have survived here unchanged for millions of years? Please share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this investigation into Earth's hidden geography, like the video and subscribe to the channel for more solo documentaries. Thank you so much for listening today. Always stay curious, keep exploring, and I will see you in the next video.